Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel, Metal Shop Steve. I have another great interview for you today. I'm very excited to introduce Cecilia Petrini from Sinheresy. Welcome to the channel.
Hello, thank you very much for having me in your channel.
So I know that you have been very busy lately. I'm sure there's lots of summer shows to talk about. I know that this new album is coming out in a few weeks now, right? August 25th, I believe. Um,
Yes, 25, less than a month now.
you have a single out, of course, which is The Life You Left Behind. You have a video for the single, so a lot of stuff going on. But first of all, I guess for anybody who's not familiar with the band, could you just give us a little bit of a intro here on the band itself?
Yes, of course. I am Cecilia. I am the singer of Sinheresy. We are a metal band from Italy, a melodic modern metal band, I would say, because we unite elements of both worlds, the melodic side and the groovy, stronger side. We are a five-piece band. I sing with another singer, Stefano, the male singer. Then we have Lorenzo at guitars, Davide on bass and keyboards, and Gabriele on drums.
Okay. How long have you been together?
We are playing together since more than 10 years now, except with Gabriele, which entered in the band, which joined the band in 2020 officially. But we played together since 1 or 2 years before his official joining.
Wow, very cool. Well, before we talk about the music, I want to talk about the band a little bit more.
Mhm.
So for me, you have a kind of a unique sound. You found a place right in the middle of a bunch of other things. So you have male, female vocals, but you're not doing the thing where you have one clean and one harsh. And then a lot of other times you'll hear male and female, but it's more symphonic
Mhm.
type of metal. But you found your place here in that melodic metal. Um, and I think it's something that not really anybody else that I've heard lately is doing. Two clean vocals side by side, and they blend very well together.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I think the same because when we started playing music, the only female male couples of singers were in the symphonic metal world. So usually the female was the operatic voice while the men had the growl parts, the harsher parts. But we decided that that wasn't right for us just because of our voices are. Stefano has got a wide range of melodic possibilities, so it would be a shame not to use them all. And I don't have a really operatic voice. Yes, my voice has an high pitch, but I can't really do lyrical parts, and so we decided to use our voices mm, in in a more natural way, and I really love how they sound together. And yes, that's a big part uh, of the characteristic that distinguish us from other bands, I think. I hope.
Is that something that you planned from the beginning to have both of you singing together, or did one of you just say, "Oh, maybe you should try singing a little bit more"? And how did that work?
No, we decided since the beginning that we would both sing together. um, First, when the band wasn't even formed yet, it was quite difficult to convince Stefano to sing because he is quite shy, despite his image of a strong man, but he is quite shy. And so convincing him to sing was a difficult mission, but we did it. And so we decided to sing both. Um, Splitting half and half our parts, or maybe sometimes I take the due when the parts are most are sweeter or delicate, while he takes the lead when the parts are more aggressive. But most of the times we split half and half our parts.
Well, I think some of my favorite songs from your last album were kind of right there in the middle of the album. There were two or three right in a row where he gets to sing, I think, more up front. And I really like the way the sound comes together in those.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess Break the Surface. Yes. I knew it.
Yes. Is there, so I guess if you don't want to give too many secrets away about the new album coming out, is there going to be kind of the same with both of you sharing the vocals in the same way that you did on the last album, or do you have some new things going on?
No, we almost do in the same way. Although in the first two singles it doesn't seem, because the first two singles I have the most of the singing parts, and Stefano is quite backing me. But you will hear in the whole album there will be also parts where he takes the lead, and so we maintained our distinctive way of singing together.
Okay, well, I think this is a good point to transition to talking about the new album, Event Horizon. Again, August 25th, the whole thing will come out. Um, so I want to talk about The Life You Left Behind first, because it's probably the one that everybody has seen and heard so far. And not that it sounds different from what you've done before, but it sounds like there's a very traditional rock sound to this song specifically. And I don't know, it really it made me kind of stand up and listen to that a little bit more. Is that something that you've heard before about the song, or?
No, it just came up that way. We just follow the flow when we compose. Everything starts from usually a guitar riff by Lorenzo, and this one really brought me to that melodies and that central part that maybe it has some quite rock and roll vibes, more than metal. It's quite a rock song. It's true, but it's just the way it was born.
So are you, and I heard you mention the song coming together. Are you co-songwriters? Do all of you contribute? How does that work?
Yes, yes. Mostly the songs start from Lorenzo, which compose a structure, a basic structure, and some main riffs and main solos. Then I let myself being inspired by what he writes, and I added the melodies and the lyrics, and a first draft of lyrics. I used to change lyrics a lot of times before the song comes to life, but I just do a first draft, and then we take all together with the other band members, and everyone contributes with his own instrument and his own ideas. So yes, it's a teamwork.
Are you somebody who's always thinking about lyrics and writing things down from time to time?
Yeah. Yes, and I change them a lot of times. Even now, sometimes I think maybe I should use another word in that lyric, but now I cannot change anymore.
Well, if you want to talk a little bit more about what we're going to expect on the new album, maybe some of the songs that you want to point out to people to give a first listen to when it comes out.
Well, mm, I've got some personal favorites, and so of course I would like people to like that songs too, those songs too. One of them is "The Life You Left Behind," and so that is not a mystery anymore. Other two songs that will come out with the release of the album will be Black Spirit, which will be the second track of the album, and it's a really energetic song, a really uplifting song, and quite unusual because the melodies are not the one that sticks to you immediately, but they really give you a pump. I don't know how to say. They give you energy. It's a really energetic song, and I like a lot how it 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 finds a shine after the mixing and mastering by Joost van der Broek. And then I like also a lot Revolution, which is a song which has a kind of a 2000 metal vibe. It's quite impossible not to notice maybe Linkin Park or Evanescence influences, because those are the bands that we grew up with. But I can say that the whole album is quite more mature and with a wider range of influences than the previous albums, because we gained through the years a freedom to compose whatever we want, whatever we feel, without the need to check into some definition. As you said, The Life You Left Behind, it's quite not a metal song, but we don't care. We like the flow. We like the flow. We follow the flow.
That's good. I think too many people get stuck trying to follow a formula, and we need to sound like this every single time. And I think that kind of locks you in and doesn't let you be as creative, maybe, as just following the flow.
Yeah, exactly. Try to stick to a genre is quite frustrating as a creator, as a musician. Of course, it works if you only see the commercial side, because it is easily understood. Okay, that's symphonic, that's power, that's heavy. So maybe commercially it works better, but artistically speaking, it's not as satisfying.
Well, one thing that you said when you were talking about your music, you said uplifting and energetic. And I think those are probably the two perfect words to describe your sound, even going back, to your older material. I know the last album, you had several videos, and they were all just so energetic and very positive feel. It's still metal, but it wasn't depressing or angry or anything like that. It was just energetic.
Thank you very much. It means a lot to me, because it means that we managed to express what we really want with music. We want to transfer this energy, because music gives energy to us, and so we want to transfer that to the audience with our music.
I think that's very easily seen looking at your videos. And I noticed too that a lot of your videos are of you and the band performing, playing the song. You don't have any kind of overly grand visuals or anything. You're just there with the band. You're excited. You're having fun. It looks like you're all having fun in the videos. Is that something that you enjoy doing as a band?
Yes. Every time with the videos, we had a lot of fun situations. Sometimes because we put ourselves in danger. I don't know how to say, but when we decided to shoot a video, it's never in an easy situation. Always winter with -5 degrees, or summer with 40 degrees, or or putting ourselves in a lot of weird situations, and in the end we end up having not only a day of work but a day of fun altogether, a day of laugh. So yes, I think that it can be seen also in the way we play and we move in the videos.
Well, I think so. To me, that says that you're a band that very much enjoys playing live as well. And I know that a lot of bands are out there right now during the summer, hitting all of the festivals and doing as many shows as possible. What has your summer been like so far?
Well, we didn't have any concert up to now, but we will have the release show for Event Horizon in our hometown on the 18th of August in one of the most beautiful squares of our city. And then we are working on some other Italian shows. I think around September, October, first month of autumn. And then after that, we are working also on coming around Europe again. But still, I don't know which will be the period, the right period. Maybe it will be at the beginning of 2024. Still, I don't know, because it's quite hard to to make all work. We all have other jobs, not music related, and families and stuff. And so, it's quite hard to make all things match so we can go on tour.
Well, I'm sure everybody will be excited when you finally get out there and really get to put some shows together. Do you enjoy the big stage festival type of atmosphere? Do you think that is really exciting, or do you like the smaller clubs where you're closer to your fans?
Well, both have their sunny sides. The festivals are beautiful because you get to know not only a lot of people of the audience, but also a lot of artists. And so you can enjoy their shows and learn a lot of things about how to work well in a performance that needs to be very, very, very well organized and precise, that you have to be on timetable. So you really learn a lot of things when you're playing on festivals. But I like also a lot the clubs, the smaller venues where maybe there are just Sinheresy or just maybe other 1-2 bands, because in that occasions we get to know better our fans, our audience, and it's a beautiful thing when the concert is over to be finally able to speak, to drink a beer together, and to know really the people behind the fan that writes to you, oh good, I like Sinheresy, but you get to know them personally, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, definitely. I know as a fan myself, going to shows, I love that small environment where you can make eye contact with somebody up on stage, or you can say hi to them after the show. There's just something very personal, and I think sometimes that gets lost between artists and fans when all you do is big stage kind of things.
Yes.
Um, I want to talk about influences and things like that a little bit. So, since you brought it up about talking or getting a chance to be around other artists, can you tell me maybe your favorite experience, one of your favorite bands that you've seen on stage or that you got to talk to?
Well, I cannot not say Tarja Turunen, because when we we get to know her. We played together at her Shadow Shows tour in 2016, I believe. 16, yes. And she, of course, is one of the first female singers that I ever know, and so that made me think, oh wow, I can sing in a metal band, I can do it. So she was, and she still is, an inspiration to me. And so getting to know her was really an amazing experience, because not only she is amazing as an artist, as a performer, but also she is very humble and a nice person. And so I have a really beautiful memory about that concert.
Oh, very nice. Is there anybody that you're really looking forward to seeing, or that you would love to see that you have not seen yet?
I would love to see Within Temptation. I've never seen them live, and so maybe with this new album, I don't know, it's just a hope, but I would love to see them live, and hopefully to play with them.
That'd be very cool. Yes. What are you listening to right now? What have you been listening to this week? What do you listen to a lot right now? Anything inspiring you, or you just love chilling too?
Okay. Well, I have to say that I am quite not an active listener, because the real active listener in the house is Lorenzo, and so I get to listen what he listens to. He owns Spotify, and in the car, what he listens to, I am obligated to to listen. So lately, I was listening to Bleed from Within, and a lot of While She Sleeps, Architects. Well, I like Architects also a lot. But if I have to talk for myself, a band that I listen to a lot lately is Blackbriar, which is a Dutch band, also with female singer, which play quite a gothic metal, really, really inspiring. I think that she has an amazing voice. They really drive you in their gothic world, also with everything, also with the lyrical themes of the songs. So I like them a lot.
It's nice sometimes to break away from what you are performing. You know, you're energetic and upbeat. It's sometimes nice to get into something a little darker, and yeah, I
Yes, yes.
definitely understand.
I like music which is able to express a feeling. So whatever it is, but if it is done well, I like it. I like to listen to it.
Okay. Is there anything that I did not ask you that you wish I did ask you? Anything you'd like to talk about?
Oh, mm, I don't know. It's quite a difficult question. Mm, no, I
No,
don't think there's anything.
no pressure.
uh,
Just sometimes I get going and then I forget to ask something I wanted to ask. And then I just want to make sure that you're not sitting there waiting, like, why did he not ask that question?
no. I just I follow the flow also when speaking, and so maybe sometimes I go out of the road from the original question, and just stop me if I do it.
No, it's more fun that way. So, Event Horizon, August 25th. Some singles out now with videos. I guess everybody should just be looking forward to that. waiting for that, have that marked down for when that comes out. Do you plan, and well, you said you have a release concert coming up as
Yes.
well. Again, when was that?
On the 18th of August, so the week before the release, in Trieste, our hometown.
Okay,
If
very exciting.
someone wants to come from abroad, we also have the airport, not so far. It's quite like 30 kilometers. So
All right. Well, any of my viewers who happen to be watching nearby, go ahead and check that out. I'm sure it would be a great show and a chance. You're playing the new material?
yes, yes, we will play all the album from start to finish, all the songs. We are going to present all the album in its entirety, and then of course some songs from our previous albums. And we will have also a dancer with us, which will accompany us during the most atmospheric songs.
Oh, wow. Very cool. All right. Well, again, thank you very much for talking to me today. Excited to hear the whole new album when it finally comes out in a couple of weeks. Hopefully, everybody out there goes and checks it out as well. Anybody who happens to be around that can catch you live, very exciting. Please go do that if you're watching and you want to go see them. Again, thank you very much for talking to me, and
Thank you.
hopefully look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me in your channel. And I hope that someone will be curious about listening to our band when watching this interview. And thank you so much for everything.
All right,
So
thank you.
maybe I just could say also remember to follow us on our social media and to watch, check out the first singles of our new album, Castaways and The Life You Left Behind. Thank you very much.
Yes, I will leave all the links to all of your social media sites in the description of the video, so everybody will have no problem going and checking all of that out. All right, have a
Thank you very much.
wonderful day. Thank you for talking.
You too. Thank you.